Hello, everybody. This is Greg Gielda back with another session on BMC Footprints version 12. Today, we want to talk a little bit about how you can get information into and, of course, out of footprints. And this session on searching and reporting will hopefully help you understand that Footprints has the ability to literally capture any data that you wish to, and, of course, to be able to search for that data later. When setting up Footprints, when using it, Footprints will allow you, as some of our other sessions have discussed, to create workspaces. These workspaces allow you to capture data that might be relevant to a given process, right? So if I pull up my project workspace here, you'll see that I'm capturing information about my projects, right? The functional area that my projects might appear in, or whether the project is being done for a building or business convenience or others. The data that I capture in each of these workspaces, of course, no matter what it is, facilities work, IT work, these data elements need to be captured so that I can subsequently report on them. So that I can find all of my facilities tickets of a certain type, or all of my IT tickets of a certain type. So Footprints allows us to quickly search for, sort on, and display that information anywhere that we need. Now on my home screen, I have configured information about, well, tickets. Here you can see the level 1 tickets, tickets that were assigned to the level 1 crew. Now these are arbitrary. You don't have to have this on your view, but in my demo environment I do. I have the ability to search and look for these tickets. I can also look for things that are assigned only to me. So just show me the tickets that are assigned to me so that I can see all of only my records. Literally any slice through the data that you'd like can be displayed in Footprints so that you can have access to all of the information that matters. And more importantly, so that you can find the records that are of interest to you when you need to. Now, the information that I'm displaying here on my home screen, even the tickets today, right? I haven't taken any tickets today, so nothing will show up in this box. But if I create and save something, I'm going to have a record that will display in this particular box so that I can see what that information is. You can see as I did a refresh here, we had an order or configure of a computer. So one of the tickets open for today is here. Footprints allows me to quickly find that ticket and drill directly into it, simply because I had a search that said, show me tickets that are going to be available today. And I set that search as a component on my dashboard. I can make my dashboard customized any way I want to just by choosing customize. You can see here's my in-progress tickets, or all of my tickets that are open in a particular status right here. You can see here's my today's tickets, here's my level 1 tickets, and of course I can drag additional views out here if I want to, or close those views off and not have access to them. If I said, you know, I don't need to see that tickets today anymore. I can remove those components or include any other views of the data that I wish. So finding the info that you want to and displaying that information is very straightforward, all done with your mouse. But oftentimes tools require someone to use a DBA to find the data, right? And they, of course, have day jobs. They don't necessarily have time to just come over and fish data out of a database for you. Footprints does not require any DBAs to be involved in getting this data out. You can look for the info yourself without being a programmer, without knowing how to spell SQL. If I want to find data, I can do what's referred to as a simple search. I can start here. Simple searching really, as you can see when I hover over this, can be constructed so that I include a keyword or a keyword in quotes or a keyword with an asterisk in it so that I can do wildcard searching. But in that way, I can find whatever the data elements are that I want to. So if I'm looking for all of my tickets regarding email, in a particular workspace or container, you can see everything is here. I can search my bug tracking workspace, my computer incident response workspace. I can search all my facilities equipment. Literally everything can be searched. So if I want to look for my change management workspaces or others, they can all be found. That lets me find the keywords in whichever container that I want to, and therefore I can quickly and rapidly find details that matter to me. Now, simple searching, of course, is going to just return things that have this particular keyword in them. If I wanted to do a more advanced search, where I said, you know, I don't just want to search for a single keyword, I actually want to search for multiple keywords, then I'm going to use what's called an advanced search in Footprints. The advanced search builder allows me to name my search. So I can give it a name. I can call it up later if I want to share my search or leave it private for just myself. So I can make that search available for others if I choose. To include notes about the search, because 3 years from now, I'm going to come in and go, what was this search for? What does it do? And of course, it allows me to also search in any container I have. So as I'm looking through the records, I can see my facilities and my IT and my CMDB information, my change management information. Literally all tickets in all records are available for me to search here. So if I'm looking for incident management records, right, I'll pick on that. I'll search for particular values for incident management records just by telling Footprints what I'm looking for. Hey, let's look for the age of these tickets, or maybe who's assigned, or other details about them. And since I can include any info I want, right, any fields on the form that I want to, I'll always have access to the info I need for doing these searches and subsequent reports. So if I'm simply looking for old tickets, I'm just going to pick on stuff that's old here. If I'm just looking for tickets that are old, whoops, Footprints wants me to give it some minutes, so I'll give it some minutes here. When I tell Footprints which fields to display about those records, I'll have a list of all the fields that I've ever created, right? So every field on my form, even the ones that I've cleverly named Custom Field 41 or Custom Field 66, are available for me to choose from. So I can include, literally any fields from the record that I want. My status field, my title field, my record number field. If I want to move these around, just drag them to the top like this. When I choose to publish this, I've now made it into a query that I can pull up later. Footprints will show me all the tickets that are older than 5 days. If I save this, I can then use the search later for what's called Service Analytics. Service Analytics is Footprint's reporting engine. And what it allows you to do is really write any types of reports that you care for, whether they are metrics type reports that show you average age of tickets or activities, or even watch lists. Hey, I'm watching for a particular kind of ticket to come in today because we just did a change over the weekend. It should have fixed that. They shouldn't be calling about that anymore. So watch lists will let us watch for those kinds of tickets to come in and see if we're successful. Or custom reporting, service portfolio reporting, even dashboard creation. We'll talk about that briefly too. Whatever kinds of reports I choose to build in Footprints, its report builder is all point and click, so I can construct this stuff without DBA involvement. My searching that we just did shows me that I can create a search, save that search. I can pull that search back up and use it for building any kind of reports that I want to. And you can see I have 8 activity reports. I have a couple of state 1 versus state 2, so how long does it spend in this status versus that. You can see I have some custom reports out here, such as, well, I have 16 of those, I think, or 18 of them, such as my in-progress tickets report that I put together. Let's talk briefly though, about dashboards. Footprints lets you maintain and create multiple dashboards. And when I build a dashboard, I'm taken to a screen like this. It gives me the ability to construct a dashboard out of literally any component that I want to. Any report that I've ever saved, if I've created a report and said, make this available in a dashboard, Footprints will add it to the dashboard builder here. If I want to make that into a dashboard component, I just choose, hey, let's add these reports to the dashboard. And by choosing add across all of these, I'm actually building the dashboard out of all of the information that I'm capturing. I can then tell Footprints to display that dashboard. As you can see, I can save it privately or share it with others, put it up on a big screen TV somewhere, etc. So it starts constructing the information about the reports and about the detail. And you can see that's an awful lot of high-level detail in this particular report. But this really gives me the info to construct dashboards as I want, all because I check the box that says make reports available in dashboard. I can also display my reports on any console or home screen in Footprints so that I'll always have my home screen displaying the report if I choose to. The report itself is based on any of those searches that I've created and saved. So those saved searches that I worked on earlier. And when I do, I will have access to all the record data. Putting a checkbox next to any of these allows me to include that information, those fields, as a part of the record so that the outputs will show all of those fields, all the incident numbers, all the record numbers. And it will also show me any chart that I happen to have included in the report. You can see I can quickly resize this, drag it around the screen a little bit, make it a little bigger this way if I want to. Footprints automatically resizes the chart. It also lets me build crosstab or pivot table reports, so I don't have to export to Excel to do this, although you can if you choose. It lets me build charts, including gauge charts or heat map charts, as well as pie charts and bar charts. It allows me to filter my data so that I can filter out certain sets of values that I don't wish to appear, or only filter on those that I do wish to appear. And finally, Footprints even lets me create my own formula, so that if I want to do math on certain columns, add things together, I don't have to export to Excel to do this either. I can do it right inside of Footprints. This means the reports that I create can be run from Footprints and automatically scheduled. If I tell Footprints I would like to automatically run a report, it will bring me to the report writer, the report runner. And when it does, the scheduler will come up down here that allows me to schedule that report so that the information that I want to include can be here. Who do I want to send it to? This can be anyone, your address book, any email address you wish. And then tell Footprints to schedule that report when you'd like it to go out. Maybe I want it to be daily, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, for example. Now, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m., the report will be delivered to whomever I decide to send it to. So the data that you wish to capture can be captured in Footprints Workspaces, as many as you'd like. The information that you wish to capture about those processes in those workspaces can be completely at your discretion, so you can capture the data that matters. And in the end, you're going to have access to search for all of that data, finding all of it and including it in any kind of report that you wish, even reports that are scheduled to be delivered automatically so that you don't have to come in at 6 in the morning every day and try to deliver these reports to your manager. I want to thank you for tuning in for this discussion of Footprints V12, and we look forward to talking to you again.